Good morning. It's Friday, it's January, and it's Jim Marshall with Remax Perry Muskoka Realty Limited in beautiful downtown Perry Sound. I want to talk to you today about waterfront lots and waterfront cottages and whether you should buy waterfront property in the wintertime. And it really depends on three factors. One, can you get into the property this time of year? A lot of waterfront cottages are seasonal access or boat access. So accessibility is certainly a big deal. You don't want to be walking 8 kilometers in necessarily to look at a cottage in the middle of January or February. If the road is kept open year-round, especially if people are using it year-round or living there, no problem. You can get in pretty easily and have a look and have very little difficulty. You'll get a good idea of what the property looks like without the leaves on the trees and see how bright the property is. And if it's bright and it's cheery this time of the year, generally it will be for the other 3 seasons of the year. The other thing you have to keep in mind is we do get a lot of snow in this area of Ontario, so sometimes you'll be up to here in snow. So accessibility doesn't only mean, can you drive into it or not in the winter time. One of the other challenges that people have is what's the shoreline like? Because the main reason people are buying cottages is to use the water. And one thing you want to do if you're buying in the winter time, you want to make sure that the shoreline is basically what you expect it to be. And the way that I do it with my listings, if I list a cottage this time of year, I try to get as many pictures of the shoreline in the summertime. A lot of people have aerial photographs of their cottages, so we use those in our advertising. And as long as people have a pretty good idea of what it looks like in June, July, August, and it's not weedy, then it's typically pretty easy to make some judgments as far as what the shoreline is going to be just based on photographic evidence. You can also look at Google Earth as well, and often you'll have a high resolution picture of that lake, and you can come down pretty close and see if it's a big weed bed in the front of the cottage or not. So other than the only other challenge you really get in the wintertime, I suppose, is availability. There's really not a lot of cottages available in the winter. It's not prime season, it's off season. That'll change as we start getting towards the spring market. We do a lot of ramping up, say in February, for example, in February and March for the Cottage Life show, so we'll start getting more listings there. But right now, this time of year, not really prime time for the cottage market and for the waterfront lot market. But as I said, that will improve. Anyways, have a great weekend. It's Jim Marshall, Remax Perry Muskoka Realty Limited, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.